Hi, it's Chris Ripley of the Strategic Marketing Group, and today I want to show you how to use the Snap App by Infusionsoft that allows you to scan business cards and then automate the entire sales process that follows up behind that business card, behind scanning that business card. So there's a few things that we have to do before we can actually make this happen, and it's really very easy. The first thing that we're going to want to do is go to the App Store, and you can click on search, and what I searched for was Snap Infusionsoft, and by the time you get into, like INF, you start seeing the Snap Infusionsoft. And what you'll want to do, since I already have it on my phone, what you'll want to do is download it and have it on your phone. So once you have it on your phone, we'll go over here and take a look, and we'll see that we have the Snap app right here. I have a little folder. I always also use Power Connector and a couple other things for Infusionsoft. So I have an Infusionsoft folder, and I just start up the app, and now I'm ready to scan a business card. So that's one part of what we're going to have ready, and I'm going to stop right there because we're going to move over to Infusionsoft now. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the campaign builder, and you can already see that I have in here in this campaign add to network via Snap. So all I'm going to do is show you where it comes from, and if you haven't seen the Marketplace, you really need to check this out. So we're going to click on Marketplace up here, and it's going to bring up, and all of these are campaigns that you can just put into your Infusionsoft. This is incredible, and as more get added, it gets even more. They just featured the direct mail one. Let me see, we might be getting to that. Not yet, but there should be. Here we have mobile networking using Snap. It's on the 4th page. And never get a second chance to make a first impression. Follow up with contacts from networking events or conferences, either 1 hour later or the next business day. So within this, and if you're familiar with Infusionsoft at all, you can customize this any way that you'd like. But this is basically set up so you can either add to network via Snap and have them receive an email in 1 hour, or you can add them to your list via Snap, and the next morning they'll get an email. So that's kind of how it's set up, and you can take a look at this as well. And there are some tags that it'll set up in here for you as well, and then it'll set up this little campaign, and you can go in and customize the email if you'd like. So if you want to install it in your version of Infusionsoft, just click right here and click on install, and then you'll come back to your list, and boom, it'll be showing up right there, and we'll click on it, and we'll be able to go in and see add to network via Snap in 1 hour. So basically what we're doing there is we're tagging, and we have a tag built in that says apply, to send in 1 hour. We have 1 hour follow-up, so we have that set to go. So all we have to do is add that tag, and it'll go out, and then it'll go into this campaign, and we'll have start, and then an hour later, it'll be a nice to meet you email that will go out, and then we'll remove that tag. So nice to meet you, just wanted to shoot a quick email so you have my contact info. That's it. Very simple, to the point, but gets gets the job done. So that's our campaign. This is available for both iOS or Android, and it has a link built in right here. So all we want to do now is we want to go up here and click on publish, and we'll click publish, and we're ready to rock and roll here. So here we go. We're going to scan a business card. So what I'll do is I'll tap on the little camera with the business card, and all of a sudden, boom, there it brings up my camera, and I happen to have a business card of my own sitting right here. So I'm just going to focus it in, and I'm just going to click boom, And there we go. Can you read this? If yes, tape use, so tap use. So it looks pretty good to me. So we're going to click use. And then we're going to come back in a few minutes when it's processing. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes for the processing. Okay, so we're back. And here we can look on the screen and see on my phone up in the top right, there's a number 2 now. It's 9:59, took about 10 minutes for it to be processed. So here's my card. You can see it right here. I'm just going to click right on it. You can read through my info. Everything looks good on here. No problems. Explicit permission to market via email. You can ask the person when they give you the card. And if you want to throw in any notes, maybe you want to, put in here that you met B&I, met him at B&I in Washington. We'll put that in. So click save. Now we're gonna actually, whoops, we don't want to do this quite yet because we need to add the tag. That was going to be my mistake. And we'll start typing in snap. And you'll see up here it looks through all of our tags. So the app is going into your Infusionsoft application. And as you start typing in, I knew that the tag started with snap. And here I have snap ad 1 hour follow-up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click right here, and it's going to put that tag on it. And I'm going to go ahead and say that I asked them about the email, and then I'm going to click save. And then it's going to ask me down on the bottom, do I want to save? Click yes. And then the contact is going to go into Infusionsoft. And you can see this contact was added. Here's my name, and I could also add it to my phone list if I wanted to. I don't want to do that because I'm already in there a couple of times, and I'm already in my Infusionsoft app a couple of times as well. So now here we are back in Infusionsoft, and I'm going to click on the Performance tab, and we can see that one person is now in this campaign, and I'll click right here on the little people. And then here we have Chris Ripley. Here I am. Here's the record that we put in on my phone. And I'll go over here and look, and I can actually look at the notes. And B&I Washington. I don't know where this other stuff came from. That's interesting. But here's the B&I Washington. So I'll need to clean this up, and it's always good to check these things when they're entered in. So now we can go back to the record, and it actually what it did is, oh, I see what it did. It actually added it to my own record because I had the same email address. I should have thought that far ahead a little bit. So if you're playing around with it and this happens, you'll know, and you might have thought of that, and I'm too focused on doing the presentation. But that's gonna, here we can see that the tag was added, and I can look over here in campaigns, and you can see added to network via Snap, 1 hour follow-up. So my email is gonna go out in an hour, and we're gonna come back in an hour or so and show you the email and wrap this up. I decided, since it's kind of late here and I didn't want to wait an hour, that I could there's another way that I can show you the email, and I wanted to mention another thing as well. You can see this is my record, and here's recent campaign history, and here's the email. Here's where I got added to the network, and then here's where the tag gets removed. I actually clicked to send the email as soon as possible, so we could get going on that. But I also can click right here, and here's, hello, Chris, nice meeting you. I just wanted to shoot you a quick email. This is great stuff because it shows that you're on top of it, but it really doesn't put any pressure on anybody. So that's what it looks like. So I'm glad we've gotten to the end and the email has gone out. You could do other things on here if you'd like. You could add to make a phone call in 3 days if you wanted to do that. Or you could send them another email in 3 days and tell them a little bit about your company and what you do. Lots of different things. You could send them a letter if you wanted to. And you could even set up different Snap campaigns where if it's a casual meeting, you could have this kind of email. Whereas if it's somebody who might be a hot prospect, you can send them a nice formal letter and maybe even your shock and awe package. So this has gone on much longer than I thought it would. I hope you learned something from it. I'm Chris Ripley with the Strategic Marketing Group. You can see my information on the screen. Thank you very much.